Welcome on,
No,
welcome on the show, Paul. Thanks for having me. I'll be like, oh my God. Like, hi there, viewers. Today, I'm joining a conversation with author Johnna Dee. It's a pleasure to have Johnna on the show. Welcome on the show, Johnna.
hi, it's nice to meet you too.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you featured on English Literature.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. I watch your videos, so it makes it nice.
Oh, that's amazing. Now, Jonah, could you tell us about your book, The Clan of Mixed? How does this book come about? What inspired you to write The Clan of Mixed?
So, me and my friend Krista, who's the co-author, we had gone and we were just sitting there brainstorming and talking about ideas one night. And then it
Oh,
slowly progressed, and we just started a Google Doc and we'd throw ideas in there, and then it became the book.
oh, that's quite great. That's quite great to even know that it's a co-authored book.
My next book is going to be a solo misadventure. So I did The Clan of Mist as our co-book. We're going to have there's a six-part trilogy, so there'll be five more books in it. There's also one novella that'll be not launching on Kindle Unlimited on March 10th in the series. And then
Yeah,
I've got my solo misadventures coming up soon too.
that's quite amazing. And I want to say congratulations on all of these works you got out.
Thank you.
Now, Jonah, for readers like me who haven't read the book yet, without giving much information away, could you have a sneak of what we'd expect picking up the book?
So this is about Tess. She is a siren, and she is studying for a tournament of sirens. And while she's studying it for that, her world's turned upside down when she sees this tall, mysterious stranger. He is a crocodile shifter, and he's trying to redeem his family name, and he does some shady stuff. And he comes in and he kidnaps her. So the story follows them.
Oh, wow. That's quite amazing. That sounds pretty much amazing to hear. And I'm also curious to know if you've experienced any challenges while writing The Clan of Mist. Well, I know that it's a co-authored book, and maybe the challenges is being shared between both of you. I don't know how you go about that, but if there's any, could you share what challenge it is and how you ultimately overcame it?
So I would say the co-author part wasn't the challenging part. There's two things I found challenging. One
Okay.
of them was editing.
Oh,
So when I go and I would go back and reread what I wrote, and I'm like, oh, I spelled everything right. My sentence structure is good. And then you'd have an editor come in, no, no, it's not. You need to fix that and that. And it's like,
yeah.
oh, I had so many errors.
Mm,
And I've learned so much about grammatical stuff that I didn't realize I was messing up before.
absolutely.
The other part would be marketing. I was surprised at like how much a challenge it is to market the book, especially as an indie author.
Mm,
Whereas I don't have like professionals behind me helping me out. It's just the two of us, and we're having to talk with other people, be like, hey, check out our book. We're having to do all our ads, little things, all our TikToks, reels, all by ourselves. And it's a lot more work than I realized it would be.
oh, wow. I can see also editing takes quite a lot of time, and even the writing generally. Editing
Yeah.
is so much because it wouldn't be good for you to have the book already published and someone exported an error and said, "Oh, look
Yeah.
at this there, look at that there, look at this chapter, or look at the number of pages." Did you even give it an editor at all? It's not good. Like it makes you feel somehow, oh no, I thought I did the best here. How did I mix that?
Yeah, and like you think you've caught them all. You're like, I've read it 3 times. I've read it five
10
times.
times even.
And then they're like, no, right there, right there. And you're like, oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
No, that's quite fun. And now I also want to ask you, as authors, we'll all have different ways of reacting to feedbacks and criticism. I'm curious to know your opinion about criticism. How do you react to negative criticism of your book if you've ever had one in time past?
I have like one of them. So on Goodreads, we had just somebody put a 2-star review, nothing else. No, like this is what I like, this is what I didn't like. It was just 2 stars. And it's like, I want to know why you don't like it. And then another one, I guess we had sent out to ARCs an early copy, and we didn't realize that there were a couple spots where when we downloaded it into the EPUB format,
Mm.
the sentence duplicated. So in
Oh,
her version, she had a glitched out version. So
oh,
in her Goodreads review, she put, there's a lot of duplicate sentences, and it's like, oops.
oh, wow. No.
But we did fix that one.
Oh, but that is just a little mistake that should have been, from from the formatting actually, which is not on the book itself.
Yeah,
That's just feedback we get to hear from different kind of authors and readers rather. Now,
yeah.
Joanna, apart from the Clan of Mist, do you have any other works you've authored or currently working on?
So the Clan of Deception is the one going on Kindle Unlimited. It's a little novella. So that one's coming March 10th to Amazon. And then the one I'm currently working on is Crest of the Fallen, which
Oh,
will be launching on Kickstarter mid-March. And that's my solo misadventure. So
oh.
that'll be a lot of fun.
That's great. I look forward to that actually. And I want to say congratulations also.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jonah, The Clan of Mixed is a work of two authors, you and Krista Lynn. And I'm hopeful that she will be able to watch this interview afterwards and see you talk about the book. Now, no, I'm actually when I was actually setting this question, I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure she's gonna watch the interview and let's hope to see what she's gonna think of it. And even the way I'm still speaking, she would still gonna be here, get to hear it. Now tell us what it feels like to co-author a book. Are there any difficulties associated with it? I'm just curious.
Well, there wasn't actually, because most of what it was is we have known each other forever. So I think
Oh.
that made it a lot easier because I could write a section. She'd be like, hey, we need to add this here, change this word. And it was
Mhm.
like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And I would do the opposite for her. So we are able to like play off one another really easily. So there wasn't like conflict. There was no drama, unfortunately. I'm sorry. It was easy breezy mac and cheesy.
That's great to know. That's fascinating. Could you tell us what publishing is like for a published author like yourself? What are the challenges that you've encountered in terms of marketing your books? And what are the mediums you've utilized so far in promoting the Clan of Mist and other books?
So I think the funny part is like the marketing ads I thought would work. I'm like, oh, this is my favorite one. Didn't do so well. I'm like, oh, I'm so sad because those would be the ones you'd want to invest more time in, and you'd be like,
Mm,
oh, I'm micromanaging all the little stuff, and
mm.
they wouldn't do as well. And then one where I'd be like, poof, here's some stuff, just throw it out there. I need to put something out today, would take off, and I'm like, that literally took me 30 seconds to make. And I'm like, how is this the one I spent so much time with, so meticulous, did
Mm.
nothing, but the ones that I'm like, here's stuff. Um, I would, for the longest time, I'd try to post on two different accounts, both the publishing company and my personal account,
Yeah.
at least twice a day. So I was trying to make 4 TikToks, 4/reels, plus then do a physical, like little picture post.
Mm.
And between that and trying to write and having an actual full-time job, it was just so much work.
Lot.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I did not realize how much time I had to invest to do all of this.
Absolutely.
So that was it was a lot of work.
Mm.
And I post on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Those are my 3 mediums. I realize I can't keep up with more than that because I run out of time in my life. I have a Twitter, but I never use it.
Oh.
Um, I tried to do Pinterest to post stuff, but then I forget. I'm
The
bad at
password.
that. So those are the three ones I usually post to are TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
That's great. And I understand the challenges that comes with managing different kind of social media account. I understand because sometimes myself, when I thought I've shared all my posts on YouTube, on Facebook, on the groups, shared across readers on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, I'm like, oh my God, I'm still here to do TikTok. This is a lot of work.
I know. And you think you've done it all, and then you're like, oops, I missed it.
That's quite funny. Now, I also want to ask you, is there anything that you love to share with the viewers about your books that we couldn't mention in this interview and you'd love the viewers to know?
So I'd say like, because Krista did the cover for this one, I got to help choose some of the designs.
Mm.
But she did like the drawings. It was quite a lot of fun making the covers for my new one that I did solo. I actually designed the cover all by myself. And I was like, I actually was so excited for it. It was a lot of fun.
Oh,
But it took me a couple days just like, oh my gosh, I got to move this here, that here. So I'd say I did not realize how much fun making the covers for books would be.
oh, that's great, actually. That's
Hmm.
great. Now, as a published author, what sort of advice do you have for other writers who are still struggling with publishing a book like yours? What did you tell people in this category?
I just get out there. It's if you don't just start writing, just even if it's word vomiting on a page, just get it down. You can always go back and clean up and edit.
Hmm.
You can always add more words. You can always take out a scene, add a scene, as long as you just start writing and just let it flow and then go back and clean it up. That's what I do is my first copy. I always call it my word vomit copy because it's just like this is in my brain. I've got to get it out. And then go back and edit it because it doesn't always make sense the first
Absolutely.
copy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You just have to keep editing and edit and edit and edit and
Hmm.
edit.
You will not, I mean, like how many times you have to reread your own story? Like, okay, I'm going to
Absolutely.
start from the beginning and start all over and work my way. And then I got to read it 10 more times
Hmm.
just to make sure it flows before sending it to somebody else to review and
Absolutely.
edit and whatnot.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's great. And I also want to ask you, Jonah, where can readers who be interested in your books, where can they get a copy of the book?
So we're on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. That's for both the Clan of Mist. The Clan of Deception is just on Amazon right now. Crest of the Fallen will come out mid-March on Kickstarter. After that, it'll be across many different platforms. You can go and just search for the Clan of Mist and it'll come up and you can see it. We're on wide distribution. So there's many different vendors that have us.
Oh, amazing.
I think we're even on Walmart on
Oh,
their
that's
website, not on the
amazing.
store though.
Oh, that's great. That's quite great. And I've left a link in the description part of this interview to the links where readers can get a copy of The Clan of Mixed. Thank you so much, Johnna Dee, for accepting the invitation to be featured on English Literature. It's a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you. It was great being with you and talking to you.
I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed it. It was quite fun.
Yes, thank you.